noticeable, and you're my favorite.
Yeah, and it's better to know less than it is more.
Yeah.
I think.
Really?
That was very profound, Dennis.
Thank you.
I also want to mention that, Dennis, you won the American Comedy Award in '96 for the supporting role of Get Shorty, which was hysterical. Yeah. And also, you're very committed to Chicago and the Chicago area, and you won the Commitment to Chicago Award just a few years ago. That's a city that's near and dear to both Larry and my heart, and yours too.
Sure.
I mean, it's. I think it's the greatest city in the United States.
Well, I always say that. I always say I think it's the greatest big city in the world.
Yeah.
And of course I'm prejudiced, but it's just what I happen to think. So.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Well,
anywhere else.
Dennis, Larry was just talking about Law and Order, your part on that, and we were talking before the break. We were talking about your actual life in law enforcement. So it actually was. I was wondering, how realistic are these shows? Like how realistic is a show like Law and Order? Since you would probably have a little bit of knowledge to that with your background.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you very frankly, I hardly watched any of them before, during, or now, and there's people have to remember there's a big difference between what really goes on in the world and what goes on in television and
well, you were the real McCoy
in the movies.
Dennis, what I don't know if people know out there, but you launched a wonderful, fabulous, fun musical called Robin and the Seven Hoods. We went to San Diego. Are you still working on it?
Yeah, we are. As a matter of fact, we're some friends of mine that I'm involved with it are on their way to New York and have been going back and forth to New York to talk about it.
Oh,
but,
great!
We did it in San Diego. I wasn't in it, thank God. I don't sing or dance, but
but it was fun.
Great expectations.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it's got wonderful music. It's got all the Sammy Kahn, Jimmy Van Dusen music. The music that was in the movie of the same name, Robin and the Seven Hoods.
Right.
And we're still we're still working on it.
All right, can you hold on again, please?
Hang in there, Rico.
We got to go sell stuff.
Hi, this is Larry Manetti. I played Rick on Magnum PI. This winter, you've got to escape to Hawaii and stay at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. Come lounge by your choice of 5 beautiful sparkling swimming pools. Surf or swim on Waikiki's whitest white sandy beach. Enjoy water sports at Duke Kahanamoku Lagoon. Visit the shops. Dine at any one of Hilton Hawaiian Village's favorite restaurants and watch awesome fireworks on Friday nights. Hilton Hawaiian Village is Waikiki's only true destination resort. With more of everything, folks. Book today at HiltonHawaiianVillage.com or see your travel agency. And don't forget to say, Rick sent me.
Hi, this is Joe Mantegna. Every time my Uncle Willie tells me about his service in Patton's Third Army in World War II, I'm reminded of what we owe the U.S. Army. 14 generations of American soldiers who have courageously defended our nation. Their stories represent the best of America and should never be forgotten. Join me to help build the National Museum of the United States Army, a long overdue tribute to all American soldiers. To learn more, visit armyhistory.org.
Do you own a car you no longer want and you don't have the time or energy to sell it? Donate your car to Heritage for the Blind. Your donation is tax deductible and your car will be towed away for free. Call 800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, trucks, vans, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. Call now. Your donation will help those in need. Heritage for the Blind is a non-profit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call now to donate your car. And as a special thank you, you you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 800-785-9618. Donating is easy. It's tax deductible, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher by donating. Call 800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Whether it's a serious fall, fire danger, or other type of home emergency, Life Alert is there for you. The company with its slogan, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up," protects its members. Here are some of them.
When you have a heart attack like I did and there's no one there, Life Alert was there for me.
Having a secure feeling through Life Alert is ideal.
My independence is possible because of it.
Now, Life Alert can also protect you in a fire emergency with a system that automatically notifies our monitoring center.
Thanks to Life Alert, you can live alone without ever being alone.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-814-4041. That's 1-800-814-4041. Call now, 1-800-814-4041. For a free brochure, call 1-800-814-4041. 1-800-814-4041.
Larry Manetti's favorite deli is Cavaretta's Italian Deli at 22045 Sherman Way in Canoga Park, California. Shop Cavaretta's Italian Deli for cold cuts, homemade cannolis, meatballs, lasagna, marinara sauce, and much, much more. Cavaretta's is open 7 days a week and has been voted the best sandwich shop by Fox 11 Television for 3 years in a row. Cavaretta's Deli in Canoga Park, the same owner, 28 years. Go to cavarettasdeli.com.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. On the line right now, Larry's good buddy, Dennis Farina. Hey, Dennis, how's it going, man?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Dennis.
Dennis, what movie was it that you sang in recently?
Oh, we did a movie based on a play called Lucky Stiff.
Oh.
And I only sang a little bit.
Speaking about Lucky, that series you did, Luck.
Well, let's stick to this one.
Well, I almost forgot, but I mean, Luck was phenomenal. You were great in there.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and I enjoyed doing it. I really, I thought it was well written, well produced, well directed. I thought, working with Dustin Hoffman was one of the highlights of my career so far. And I just thought it was a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah, it was really good. So
now, when is Lucky Stiff going to be? Are they in post-production now?
They're done.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where they're at with it. And I also did another little movie called Scribble about writers, screenwriters and book writers in L.A.
Oh, fun.
And that's also in post-production.
You know, there's a movie that Larry and Nancy are always raving about in here that I know is out on DVD now, too. Also, The Last Rites of Joe May, which they're always talking about. I wondered if maybe you could tell us a little bit about that one as well.
Sure. The Last Rites of Joe May came to me through the writer-director whose name is Joe Maggio from New York City. And it was originally set in New York City. But we got the script at our little company, and I really liked it. I liked the script a lot, but I wanted to shoot in Chicago. So we talked him into resetting the whole thing in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
And we shot it there, which was great. It was such a wonderful time to shoot in the city. It was December. It was cold, and I mean, it was really cold. But the weather was part of the character of the movie. It was one of the characters, so it was perfect timing for us. And again, I had a wonderful time doing it. Joe Maggio, I thought, did a really good job directing it.
That's
well,
really
this was really a much more gritty character for you.
Yeah, it was a little different, and I enjoy it. That's what I like about it.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And again, we had so much fun. We shot a little bit in Larry's old neighborhood, actually.
Really?
Around Grand and Ogden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
up and down Grand Avenue a little bit.
Love that street.
So it was fun to be in those.
Did you get to have
those
lunch at La Scarola?
Yeah.
I love that restaurant.
Yeah, La Scarola was a good place to eat.
Hey, now, Dennis, you're also really. Oh, sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you're also really busy. You do a lot of voiceover work, and I mean, how's that for you? I know that a lot of actors sometimes they prefer the voiceover work. How do you feel about it?
Well, voiceover work is great. It's I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easier than a lot of things. And I've been doing some commercials lately, which have been terrific for me. Those are also very nice. They're a lot of fun to do. So, I like to keep busy. I just, whatever comes along, if I think it's worthwhile, and I don't think I'm going to embarrass myself too much.
You never do. You never do.
I'll try to do it.
So when are you coming over? I'm going to make you pastina.
I'll be over.
What's your favorite Italian dish?
Oh my God!
There's so many.
Well, you got a favorite. I know you do.
You like Ville Marsala.
Oh, I love Veal Marsala. Pastina, I love.
Chicken Parmesan. What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit?
My favorite what?
Fruit.
Fruit.
Like after dinner.
Oh, are you kidding? Nancy makes all that stuff for me. She makes a big fruit ball for me. She puts it in front of me. I eat all of it.
Oh, only for you, sweetheart. Anything.
Melon. Oh, I love melon.
And don't forget your whipped cream.
And berries and whipped cream. I love all this.
Yeah, we have some great feasts.
You guys are getting me hungry.
Oh my God! I've had some of the best meals of my life.
Well, we miss you, Dennis. We miss you.
Well, thank you.
Give Cahill a big squeeze. Say hi to Cece.
I will.
And
I will.
Dennis, that C note I owe you, it's in the mail.
Okay, pal. All right.
Dennis,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, honey. We love you, and we wish you all the very
love you
best.
Guys too.
Thanks for joining us, pal. Take care.
Thank you. Anytime, Larry.
Bye, honey.
There he goes, Mr. Dennis Farina.
One of the nicest people on the face of the earth. I just love that guy. I would make pastina for him anytime.
Oh, boy, yeah. You know what? One thing about Dennis Farina, he is definitely Chicago, buddy.
Chicago, that toddling town.
Oh, yeah.
This is for Dennis.
Chicago.
Yay, Dennis.
Chicago, I will show you around.
He's Chicago's Dennis the Menace.
Absolutely.
Well, when you're there, don't forget Gibson's. Great place to eat.
Chicago.
All right. Do you guys remember his role in Snatch? I forgot to mention his role in Snatch.
He was great in that.
Are you kidding? He was in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, there was tons.
There's so many. You people should look up all of his stuff.
Absolutely.
A lot of it's on DVD. But I know you can get The Last Rites of Joe May. It's wonderful.
I got to check that out on Netflix. I'm going to go check it out tonight. That sounds really good.
And not to get off the subject, but if anybody wants to order Larry's book, you can go to LarryManetti.com. It's the only place you can buy it. And I must say, it's very funny.
Well, and some of those recipes, too, that Dennis was talking about, you might find them in the book.
I've made all of them for Dennis. All of them.
Guys, stick around. More great stuff. Be sure to go to LarryManetti.com. Get your copy of the book. I know I got mine. Right there. And I wasn't sure if I should put it in my bookshelf or in my kitchen. Guys, it's in my kitchen.
Good.
Well, order another one. You can have two.
Stick
One
around.
for every room in the house.
More great stuff coming up. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is Larry Manetti. I played Rick on Magnum PI. This winter, you've got to escape to Hawaii and stay at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. Come lounge by your choice of 5 beautiful sparkling swimming pools. Surf or swim on Waikiki's whitest white sandy beach. Enjoy water sports at Duke Kahanamoku Lagoon. Visit the shops. Dine at any one of Hilton Hawaiian Village's favorite restaurants and watch awesome fireworks on Friday nights. Hilton Hawaiian Village is Waikiki's only true destination resort. With more of everything, folks, book today at HiltonHawaiianVillage.com or see your travel agency. And don't forget to say, Rick sent me. Hi, folks. This is Larry Manetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanicin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanicin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
And now, with the Manetti Show Movie Report, it's our own Will Link!
Thank you, everybody. Well, last week on the show, and I think even the week before, I was telling you Great Gatsby was coming out, and I was wondering if it was going to be a great mess of a movie or the greatest mess of a movie. Because, you know, classic novels don't always make for the best movies. There's a lot of pressure on them to stay true to the books, and there's something about them, they never kind of live up to it. And I kind of figured this new Baz Luhrmann version of The Great Gatsby might be blasphemous in a lot of ways. But to my shock, I loved it.
Oh,
I expected to hate it. Me and all my friends who I saw it with, we all expected to.
Yeah.
And when it ended, we kind of had this weird moment of who's going to admit we loved this first. And we all admitted to it. I thought it was really fantastic.
Now, I know one thing Baz Luhrmann is known for with his movies, a lot of really dynamic imagery, use of color. I mean, did you get a lot of that with Gatsby?
Well, the opening of this film, much like the opening of Baz Luhrmann's great film Moulin Rouge, is a lot of just hypnotic style and a lot of there are these parties that Gatsby throws, and it's kinetic and crazy, and I don't think the camera stops moving once for the whole first half hour of the film. And you're blasted with all this music, and everyone's drinking, and it's just it's the roaring 20s, you know? And I think the film actually does a really good job of capturing that kind of spirit. And, you know, yeah, it's tawdry, and it's maybe overdone, but in a lot of ways, that's kind of the spirit of what Fitzgerald in the book was trying to convey about these people, these indulgent rich people. So in that way, I think it does capture the spirit of the book. And then the film slows down in a good way. Gatsby is reunited with Daisy. I'm assuming most people know the story. We all had to read it in high school. A young man, Gatsby, who kind of transforms himself into someone to get back this love he lost, Daisy. And these moments in the film when they are first reunited are actually my favorite. They're well done. They're romantic. They're not as subtle as in the book, but the emotion between the characters really is palpable. And it was very raw, and I just bought into it.
That's one of the things that I liked about Moulin Rouge is that Larry, forgive me here, is that, the romance scenes, the scenes between Nicole Kidman, there was a real, what seemed like genuine emotion between the characters.
It's all just passion, and it's all just forced out there on the screen. And you know what? It might be overwrought, some might think, but I like I said, it's strong enough that I bought into it, and I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was a perfect Gatsby. He was great. He was charming. He gets an amazing grand entrance into the film where they're playing Rhapsody in Blue in the background, and he's there like, I'm Gatsby. And it's really a great moment for an actor to be announced onto the screen. Carey Mulligan's also wonderful as Daisy. She's perfect at playing just this kind of wounded character, this quiet, wounded character who's kind of caught between these men. She conveys a real sadness, and she's been good at that in a lot of her films, like in Education. So she's a phenomenal actress. Joel Edgerton plays Tom Buchanan, her husband, and he's all like brute force, like he's just this kind of
meathead.
Yeah, he's that character, but he's on to Gatsby, and he kind of starts to figure stuff out. And there's this newcomer, Elizabeth Debicki, who plays the character of Jordan Baker, and she's exactly how you pictured her in the novel. She's fantastic, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on her. Look, they leave out some things, as you always do in an adaptation. They change some things. There's a framing of the story that Nick Carraway's character's telling it. He's in a hospital for morbid alcoholism, and he's kind of writing the story of the Great Gatsby, which obviously isn't something in the book, but what it allows is this voiceover, and we get to hear a lot of the great Fitzgerald lines from the book.
Isn't that Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire, yes. And he's good, too. And, I mean, he's got a long friendship with DiCaprio, and I think that's one of the reasons why they play off of each other really well. Much has been made about the music of the film also, because it's all like anachronistic music for the most part. There's a lot of Jay-Z in the movie, which
Jay-Z was the
he's an
musical
executive
director.
producer also on it, and there's a lot of this kind of hip hop stuff, and sometimes it plays and sometimes it doesn't. But either way, I was all in. I know a lot of critics are down on the film, but I give it a big thumbs up.
Hey,
go see it.
All right.
I'm going to go see it just because Will said so. I really am, because I felt the same way as you did, Will. I was a little apprehensive about it, but I'm glad to hear the gleaming report. I'm going to check it out.
And because you look like DiCaprio, so I mean,
he's the DiCaprio of the Manetti show.
I'm the only one that's probably not Italian in the room. I'm sorry.
And won't have any fingers soon.
Exactly. Well, guys, be sure to check it out. Go check out The Great Gatsby. 2 glaring thumbs up from Will Link. And, of course, support your local movie theater, support the arts, and go check out a movie.
Yeah, and last week you did Iron Man.
Yes.
And I see that Iron Man actually beat out Gatsby this weekend.
Yeah, it did. But Gatsby...
So it must really be a heck of a movie.
Yeah, and, Iron Man's always the kind of movie that's going to get a lot of repeat viewing. These superhero movies always do.
We've got some good movies this summer.
Yeah, I'm excited. Next week we got Star Trek, so it just keeps coming.
Oh, baby.
Second movie with the new cast. Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up here on the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you have really pure water? Maybe not if you're drinking bottled water. Bottled water has some dirty little secrets. Plastic bottles come from oil products. The 5-gallon polycarbonate jugs contain bisphenol A, a synthetic estrogen that has raised health concerns. Bottled water dispensers quickly develop algae and bacteria and should be sanitized regularly. Have you ever cleaned your water dispenser? Are you drinking water containing algae and bacteria and synthetic estrogen? Now the good news. Pure Water Science can replace that dirty, outdated bottled water cooler with a high-tech water purification system. The Pure Water Science system features a stainless steel tank that constantly monitors water quality to guarantee your water is pure. It alerts you when service or filter changes are needed. Multi-stage purification removes organic and inorganic contaminants, and the patented self-sanitizing feature eliminates algae and bacteria while adding oxygen to your water. It costs less than bottled water without the bottled water hassle. No more bottles to lift. Just sanitized delicious water, hot or cold, from Pure Water Science. Call 818-502-4191, 818-502-4191, 502-4191.
Hey, this is Steve Sanchez. I want you to join me every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as I bring you real, raw, relevant truth. My show is the alternative to the alternative media, and we'll discuss culture, politics, and info that keeps you in the know right here on CRN Digital Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Real Raw Talk and be part of the Triple R Brigade, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Hi, folks. This is Fred Dreyer for Regenix. Like so many people today, I was losing my hair. I was literally watching it fall out, jumping right off the top of my head. So I said, that's it, enough. I called Regenix. I still remember that first day I walked through those doors. It was magical. It changed my life. When they introduced me to their patented hair analysis program, I immediately saw why I was losing my hair. Through their microscopic examination, I saw gray, sickly scalp. I had no circulation. The hair follicles themselves were caked and clogged with a dirty, oily sludge. I was so relieved. Finally, there was hope. So now, after 6 years on the Regenix program, my scalp is pink and clean, and my hair is growing back. It makes so much sense. Don't wait. Call Regenix right now. Pick up the phone and put an end to your worries. Start by calling 1-800-REGENIX. That's 1-800-REGENIX, or go to Regenix.com.
Hi, I'm Larry Manetti from Magnum PI. Remember me? I played Rick. And over the years, I've been asked so many times to republish my book, Aloha Magnum, which is a 5-star hit. Well, folks, I did it. If you want to see the behind-the-scenes episodes and all the naughty things that went on Magnum PI, you go to the internet and punch up LarryManetti.com, and Aloha Magnum is there at your reach. I thank you for your loyalty. Take care, folks. Magnum and this music, all I could tell you is that I have to tell the world, when you're in Hawaii, go to the Hilton Hawaiian Village, Waikiki Beach Resort. Folks, I've been pitching this place for a long time, and it's just not a cloud of smoke. They have the best, the whitest, sandiest beaches, diamond heads in the back. I mean, and Nancy's making noises. There's 22 lush tropical acres there. 22 acres. That means that you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend, or you and your kids can walk around and just have a ball. In a week, you're not going to hit all the places. Nancy and I lived there for 6 years. Trust me when I tell you, this is the greatest resort hotel in Hawaii, and this comes straight from the heart. There's 5 resort pools. There are 18 restaurants and 18 lounges on the property. Wow. There's a luau every night. I don't know if you know what a luau is, but it's like where they have the Hawaiian music and the hula dancers and the drums and the fire eaters, and they cook a pig. And I don't mean a 2-legged pig. I mean a real 4-legged pig. And then there's Camp Penguin, which is dear to my heart, where the little people go, and they really take care of the kids. So trust me when I tell you, if you have a vacation coming, go to the Hilton Hawaiian Village, Waikiki Beach Resort, and it wouldn't hurt to tell them that Larry sent you.
Guys, be sure to mention to your travel agent you want to book the Hilton Hawaiian Village Hotel and let them know that Larry sent you. Yeah, buddy.
Take a catamaran cruise, too. That's fantastic. It's right out in front of the hotel, and you have to go to the lagoon.
And they shoot Hawaii 5-0 there.
They house all the people for Hawaii 5-0.
Cool place, really cool.
All right, very
it's
cool stuff.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, all right, guys. So be sure to check it out. Larry, I know you're a big fan of the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and I haven't been there myself, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to book it.
Yeah, I know you're waiting for me to bring you there.
I think that's what we're all waiting for, Larry.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll charter a plane. But you know what, folks? Wherever you go, wherever you live, whenever you wake up, and when you look in the mirror, you got to say, hey, I look great today. And if you got any kind of problem skin, trust me when I tell you this. If you have an eruption, it comes from the inside. God doesn't plant a pimple on your poo-poo. So when you take Herpanasin, it's a substance that cleans your inside, and it gets rid of all the flaws. So trust me when I tell you, I don't do this for my health. I'm telling you, I've been on this substance for years. It really works. You see all these advertisements on the air about, I'm not going to mention the names, but you know what I'm talking about. It's all paste. It dries your face up. It's a mess. Try this ingredient, and trust me, you're going to write Larry. And if you want it, and you do trust me, 888-467-4200, 888-467-4200. Do yourself a favor. Try it.
Guys, I want to really quickly go to our buddy Jay calling us from Buffalo, NY. Jay, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
We got about a minute. Shoot it, buddy.
I'll do it. I'm a big fan of the two of Nancy and Larry. And Nancy, you've done some fine work through the years, too. I've seen you on a couple shows, and you're pretty good.
Well,
thank you. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, and Larry, I really enjoyed you in Hawaii Five-0. And people, I mean, you just seem to be getting better with age. What can I say?
Hey.
Why does this voice sounds familiar to me?
It sounds like
Joey Bordenero. Is that you?
How you guys doing?
You turkey,
You've been busted.
Yeah, you got busted. Thanks, Joey. Good to hear from you.
I knew it was
you. Guys got a great show. Great show.
We love you.
Yeah, likewise. And Nancy, you are a fine actress. Everybody knows that.
And
Larry, you get better and
you're
better.
You're a fine man. Thank you, buddy.
You're the best, Joey.
Thanks a lot, Joey.
Love you.
Take care.
That's funny.
Guys, be sure to check out archives of all your favorite shows, including this one at crntalk.com. Download the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. And be sure to send us an email at The Real Larry Manetti on Facebook and L Manetti at crni.net, or go to larrymanetti.com and get your book today.
Aloha Magnum, and God bless everybody. Sleep warm. Froggy, what's up?
Around the CRN studios, we pride ourselves